So I want to tell you something. A true prophet of God has nothing to do with judgment. Why does the church, I'm not saying correction isn't a thing, I'm not saying rebuke isn't a thing, I'm not saying those things aren't necessarily, and those things aren't applicable in the New Testament church. But why is it that in most churches, in most Christians' minds, a prophet is always, in their mind's eye, somebody that brings a rebuke and a correction? Here, he was called a prophet because he had compassion. Let me tell you why. God will not give you everything. God won't show you everything in your life nor in somebody else's life if you don't have the lens of compassion. Because you don't think like God if you don't have compassion. You don't have the lens of God if you don't have compassion. And if you don't have it, if you don't have the lens of God, you can't see what God's seeing, and you can't go where He wants you to go. Everything concerning the lens of God in your life has to do with one thing: vision, direction, and where He's leading you to. And if you can't have that lens, you ain't going where He wants you to go. And if you think you're not going to have a desire to kill somebody along the way and have to turn around and say, God, let me use your compassion, I'm telling you right now, you're making a mistake. Because you need that compassion. You need it, and you need it for real. I'm not saying Jesus never rebuked Peter and said, get behind me, Satan. Sometimes rebuke is necessary. Sometimes it's necessary. But if the compassion's never there, because you need that compassion. You need it, and you need it for real. I'm not saying Jesus never rebuked Peter and said, get behind me, Satan. Sometimes rebuke is necessary. God's not be able to give you the direction that He really intends to. In fact, He'll give it to you, but you won't be able to receive it. He'll keep giving it, but you'll not be able to receive it. Sometimes you need to put up boundaries. But you need the compassion. Listen to what they said in the second half of verse 15. God, a great prophet has arisen among us, and God has visited His people and cared for and provided for them. This news about Him spread throughout all of Judea and all the surrounding countryside. Imagine Jesus showed up and be like, I don't have compassion today. But just like in Matthew 4, if there is a compassion, God can do something. One of the areas that we need to learn compassion in, let me put it to you like this. Compassion cannot be learned. It can only be received. I can't teach you compassion. As much as I can, like, for example, pastoring or any of the fivefold ministry is not, I can't teach you to be that. I can teach you doctrine. I can teach you church protocol. I can teach you all kinds of things in the scripture. But I can't teach you ever to be a pastor. It's impossible. I can impart what is on my life on somebody else's life, and they can receive it. Why? Because it's a gift. Pastoring is a gift. The prophetic is a gift. Evangelism is a gift. The apostolic is a gift. Teaching is a gift. It's a gift, a gift, a gift, a gift. Compassion is the same thing. It's a gift. And what compassion often does is it'll stand and watch somebody mess stuff up. Real good. Knowing exactly what they're doing after you've warned them that that's what they're about to do. And you watch them not only mess things up for other people, but you watch them mess up their own lives. And compassion has the ability to wait until they're done messing everything up. And then goes, now it's time that the Lord steps in. Now they're ready to receive mercy. Now they're at the end of themselves. Now they're able to receive the compassion of the Lord. Now they're able to receive the love of the Lord. That's what compassion is.